Kyle, I'm so sorry. I really panicked on that email I just had from YouTube. It's the first one I've ever had. It's an issue I need to sort out, so I'm really sorry. Back. Hi, Patty. How are you, my darling? How are you doing? It's the middle of the night for you, isn't it, honey? Is the slow mode still on? Because I definitely didn't put it on. Doesn't say it's on. Oh, good. Cool. Patty, I thought it was going to be the middle of the night for you, so that's fab. Can you tell if the slow mode's on, hun? The thing is, you can't just press a button and go live. You have to go through various things before you can actually come up live. It's gone. Great. That email I've just had, I can't talk about it, obviously, but it's just completely scared the life out of me. It's a mistake I've made, which I own up to, and I need to sort out. So, but you don't know what are mistakes when you're, I don't really class myself as a YouTuber. It's things you have to learn the hard way. How have you been doing on yourself recently, Patty? This is comfort day for me, tin biscuits. It's really miserable here. Apparently, it was the hottest day of the year yesterday. I don't think it was. But now back to the hoodies, back to treating myself, putting the heating on. I know. Treating myself used to be going out and going shopping. Not anymore. Treating myself now is putting my heating on. Did you watch the coronation, Patty? I'm hoping Marcia can come up and find me because I'm not going to be back on that same stream. Hopefully it will be completely shut down and Marcia and Margaret will be able to find me. Is it? Yeah, it's Monday afternoon, Margaret. Monday afternoon to just gone 2 p.m. You were glued to the internet live stream. Presumably not mine. I made a big mistake. My daughter did tell me be careful, and she was absolutely right. I didn't listen. Margaret, did you see the coronation? Were you interested? I found it a bit to be. It's Monday night with you, Margaret, in Oz. I got to be ever so careful what I say because kind of coronation sort of comes under politics. But I found the Gold Coach on the way there and on the way back. I think they should have just done it on the way back. Just my opinions and allegedly and all of that stuff. I was disappointed the ladies weren't wearing tiaras, but apparently, and I've got it from a good source because I don't repeat things unless I have got it from a good source, that it was Prince William that said, Prince William and Catherine that said they thought with today's climate, especially in England, the UK, I was just saying, Margaret, I've treated myself today and put my heating on. Back in the day, treating myself was going and getting some clothes or, you know. Yeah, no, I started to try and live stream it for you guys. That's where I made a mistake, but all good. I'm not saying anymore. Yeah, it was long. And the troops were standing, 4,000 troops were outside, and it was absolutely hammering down with rain. And they were stood there for hours and hours. And I just thought, I don't know, I didn't finish what I was saying, did I? Um, William and Catherine decided that if the ladies wore tiaras, it would be shoving it in our faces, which is why I think, I'm convinced William and Catherine will make a fantastic king and queen. Because I'm not all over the king, I'm getting jumped on by people, which isn't very fair because I am allowed to my own opinion, and I'm never rude. Well, it's so cold in here, Margaret. It's dark. Go on, put the light on. Hang on. The lights of fame. It's so dark in this corner. I forgot to put this. See, I'm just not prepared. That email I just had at 10 to 2 completely threw me. I thought I was in big trouble. There is no business like show business like no business I know. Oh, I show my age. I just don't. I know I'm going to get slated for this, but I made a comment that Camilla didn't smile much, and I got jumped on for that. And I've said in the past that I think Charles is not going to make the greatest king because he's not down with. He wouldn't be able to tell you the price of a loaf of bread or a pint of milk, whereas I bet you William could, and Catherine. I guess for some this is a once in a lifetime thing, so they need to make the most of it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree about William and Catherine. They'll make a wonderful king and queen because they would be able to tell you the price of a loaf of bread. King Charles says we should all be eating organic food. Has he seen the price of it? He seriously doesn't understand. Yeah, you're right, Patty. Patty's saying, I hear Catherine does her own grocery shopping. Yeah, you see her going to Waitrose without security. I'm not making any digs. I'm just saying she goes without security and she does her own food shopping and she refuses help and she looks after those 3 beautiful children. How beautifully behaved were they? Wow. And I just think Catherine and William have understand, and I get that a coronation it might be a once in a lifetime thing for me. Who knows? But a couple of things I said quite politely. I wasn't rude. I'm never rude when I make a comment ever. You get a kick out of Louis. Patty, did you see the beginning when they were coming from Buckingham Palace in their coach? And he put his hand up on the window and kind of did a wave. He absolutely cracked me up. Yeah, yeah, he's but didn't Princess Charlotte look? She looked incredible, and the double hand waves. Yeah, they're beautifully brought up children. They don't have a nanny, and they're more down with the kids is the completely wrong expression. They're reading the room. They're getting that I can't put my heating on all day now. because I can't afford it. I'm not asking you to feel sorry for me. I'm telling you, this is what it's like now in the UK. I cannot afford to have my heating on because I can't pay it. Patty, have you seen pictures of Princess Diana when she was young and Princess Charlotte the same age? Unbelievable. And you're right, she looks like the late Queen Elizabeth. May God rest her soul. And people were saying to me, well, they're Charles and Camilla are sort of they're nervous and it's not nice reason that they've got the crown, but he's been waiting 74 years for it. He should be prepared for it, in my opinion, and allegedly. Margaret is saying, Patty said she looks like a young Queen Elizabeth. More and more, yeah. I think they are showing, Margaret is saying, I think they are showing the world a balanced lifestyle, raising children and working full-time as royals. Well done, William Catherine. Yeah, bang on. You've said it exactly. And that's what I was trying to convey in my comments. And I only made a couple and I got jumped on so many times. It's just like, I'm going to keep out of this. They have aged dramatically. And somebody commented on the television today that Camilla didn't ask for being made queen. Well, of course she did. If you date a prince of a country that you know is going to be king and then you marry them, of course you know what's coming, don't you? Margaret's agreeing with Patty. I don't think Marcia's found us again. That's a shame. I don't know. Neither of them really smiled, and it didn't seem to be much of a joyous occasion. And that's what I said, and that's what I got jumped on for. And I only meant in that, I guess I'm comparing it to the Platinum Jubilee, where it was all very joyous, even though the Queen was, what was she, 96? Hey English, hi my darling. We only just got started. Loads of problems, but we're all here now. So we've got Patty here, we've got Margaret here from Oz, Patty from Chicago. Tell me I'm right, Patty. And English from London. We did have Marcia, but she obviously hasn't found her way back. I had to cut the first live stream because of issues. So is there anything you guys particularly want to talk about? Do you have a subject in mind? Margaret, did you get to watch I know you're busy, did you get to see my Dylan Mulvaney video? If so, if any of you did, what did you think of that? Yeah, oh, bless her, Marcia. When you end a live stream, you can't go back on the same live stream. And when I don't live stream very often, English is saying, nice to see you lovely people here. So she's talking to Patty and Margaret. Chicago, yeah. I'd love to go to America. It was almost my dream to go to America. But when I was growing up, the price of a flight to America would be like a year's salary, probably more. So it was never available for me. Anybody got anything they wanted to talk about? What did any of you watch the concert? What was with the dresses the women were wearing? I really don't like. I wear short skirts and flat shoes, but I never have my boobs hanging out. I just have a thing that boobs out is not really on. And Nicole Scherzinger had her boobs out. Marcia, you're back. Hi, darling. Great. I'm great. It's great you're back. You haven't missed anything. We've got Patty, Margaret, English, and Marcia here. So hi to all of you. Sorry about that dodgy start. The only way I can learn about what I need to do with lives is to do more of them. But once you shut a live down, you can't reopen it in the same spot. So I can't. I've got tree legs. I don't care what my legs look like. I just don't like low cut tops. I've never worn a low cut top. What's the matter with me? I've never worn a low cut top in my life. It's just my personal preference, just like we all have our own personal preferences. Patty's saying hi to you, Marcia. I wear whatever I want to wear. You know, all this, over 40, you shouldn't be wearing a short skirt, shouldn't be wearing shorts. Fuck it. I wear what I want to wear. I check with my daughter if I'm okay to go out in what I'm wearing. If she says I'm all right, I'm all right. She's 20, nearly 23, so I don't care if other people like what I wear. I've always been somebody that's been quite unique in their clothes. You're comfortable in joggers with your health. That's understandable, English, yeah. I mean, around the house, I'm in a tracksuit all the time. Patty went to Catholic school and had to wear plaid skirts every day, down to the knee. You only wear slacks now, yeah. Marcia, she's a jeans and t-shirt person, yeah. Because I've never had a uniform for work, but I've always worn, my first 20 years of work, I wore a suit, a skirt suit. We weren't allowed to wear trousers for work. Can you believe that? I wore a skirt suit, a shirt, a blouse, and heels. But I was a bit naughty and I did wear quite short skirts. But English is saying hi to Patricia. I don't know if you're all reading the chat. Do you want me to put myself down in a little box and have the chat up on the screen? Would you prefer that rather than looking at me? English, you don't really go out. I don't go out much, but I really like. No. No, I didn't mean putting you on the screen. I just meant putting the chat on the screen. Yeah, clothes. So I always wore a suit for work, a skirt suit. And my first 10 years were in the legal profession as a legal PA, secretary PA. And our boss would not let us wear trousers. We begged and begged and begged and I was the office manager as well. And he wouldn't let us wear trousers. Even when it was snowing, freezing cold, he refused to let us wear trousers. And then, so for 20 years, I worked as a PA. So I was always in a skirt suit, big padded shoulders, but I would wear a bright pink one or a bright red suit. You know, I had some lovely suits. Um, so I was used to having that uniform for work, which I chose for myself. And then when I got home, I'd get out of all of that and put jeggings on because I've never found jeans particularly comfortable. Because back in the day, jeans weren't stretchy, were they? And I always found them uncomfortable. I'm just a weird shape. I have no hips and no waist, so I just go straight down. So my figure is more of a boyish figure. Patty saying, I can tell you that patent leather shoes do not reflect up, no matter what the nuns say. Yeah, I've always been a bit of a one with clothes. I was wearing leather trousers long before anyone was wearing leather trousers. And people would say to me, how'd you get the confidence to wear leather trousers? I've never understood that. I just liked being different, not hippie, but different, you know? And I've never been a jeans person. So whilst everyone else was in jeans, I would be wearing I had this these they were like jeggings, but they were like sort of the first out. They were made by Pepe, who make jeans, but they were a black stretchy trouser and they zipped up the back. So they had the waistband just nice and straight. So you've got no bulk there. And I used to wear those with tucked into my knee-high leather boots, but they were flat boots. But then after I had my children, stopped wearing heels, well, definitely stopped wearing stilettos. You can't wear stilettos and push a pram. No way. English, I look like a blob. No, stop it. No, look, we shouldn't be putting ourselves down. I'm just saying, I was lucky that I was slimmer when I was young. The reason I was slimmer wasn't good. I wasn't anorexic growing up. Steroids make you all funny shapes. They do. They do, English, and they um, make your face a rounder shape, don't they? Oh, did I miss Margaret going? Oh, sorry, Margaret. I'm heading off. It's late and I work tomorrow. Bye, darling. It's lovely to see you. Take care, my love. I'm so glad you came on. I'm so sorry I missed that when I was wittering on. Take care, Margaret. Yeah, I was always quite on the slim side, but it's as much as an issue being slim as it is the opposite way round because I could never get belts to fit because everything was small, medium, or large. There was no size 8, 10, 12. Do you know what I mean? The sizing was really wrong for me, and I couldn't get clothes to fit me. And that is as infuriating as when I was on a medication and I went up 4 dress sizes. I was so unhappy, so unhappy. But I've had a lot of jealousy through being slim, and you know, I didn't choose it. You know, I've just got a fast metabolism. I'm used to be always on the go, which is why I struggle so much now because I can't do it. Meds have made me. I wasn't laughing at you, Marcia. Meds have made me gain weight, and I feel like nothing I wear suits me. Oh, sweetheart. English, you need to stop putting yourself down. I don't know if you're just joking. Yes, yes. Hairy beard a bit. Haha. Little one snoring. It's sat right by me here. He's snoring. I love hearing him snore. Yeah, but what I was kind of saying with work was I always had work clothes out ready for the next day, because when you're raising children, working full time, running a home, you can't be getting up in the morning for work thinking, what am I going to wear today? So I had work clothes and home clothes, but I never wore tracksuits, and I didn't wear jeans because I found them freaking uncomfortable. But now we've got jeggings. I like those. And if I'm going somewhere, my daughter used to do lots of dance shows, and I always tried to wear something sparkly so she could see me in the crowd. Medication does strange stuff. You can say that again. Patty, I hear you, Marcia. Same here with the meds. I'm 5'2". So am I, Patty. Well, actually, I'm 5'2.5". And even 1 extra pound makes me look like I'm a roly-poly. Guys, ladies, please stop. I'm a size 12 to 14 now. I'm not slim anymore. I just used to be before I had children and before I hit the fucking menopause. And how come was it that nobody told me anything about the menopause? I was surrounded by females growing up and nobody told me about the menopause. My mother never mentioned it. I've got one older sister. She never mentioned it. Hi. Oh gosh, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Georges? You look beautiful. How are you today? Not too bad, thank you. Hi. Hadn't seen you before. What nationality are you? Just so I can try and pronounce your name. I don't know if you noticed, guys, I did my hair myself, dyed it because the blonde was right out, wasn't it? And I saw my daughter Saturday, and then I saw her Sunday afternoon, and I did my hair Sunday morning. And I kept saying to her, "What's different?" And she said, I don't know. I said, "Look at me, what's different?" She said, "I don't know." I said, "Duh. Oh, you did your hair." It's pronounced Hore. Hore? Is that right? Your hair looks lovely, Jay. Thanks, Master. I wasn't asking for compliments on my hair. I'm just saying it's all a bit worrying when you bleach your own hair, because I didn't put as much on this time, and actually it's come up a better colour. Jorge is saying, "I'm from Mexico, but I'm currently residing here in the Philippines." Oh, okay. What do you do, Jorge? I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Yeah, I always had my hair dyed blonde. I used to have brown hair, and it was here. And I just went to the hairdressers one day and thought I'll have a change. Had it cut to here and dyed to this colour. My other half didn't even notice. I work at a crocodile zoo. Wow. That's amazing. Patty, you still there, darling? English, you still there? Me wittering on about myself. The longest ever crocodile is found here in the Philippines. So what's the difference between a crocodile and an alligator? Because I'm never sure. Come on then, Patty, give us it. You've got a story about a crocodile. Oh no, not me. Long. Come on, Patty, tell us your story about about a crocodile. The thought of them petrifies me. Yep. Patty's telling us the story of crocodile. She was golfing in Florida. So I was asking the difference, and Jorge said the crocodile has a U-shaped snout, and alligator has a V-shaped snout. But do both of them still eat human beings? So Patty, she's golfing in Florida. A crocodile came up and ate my golf ball off the green. How fast did you run in the other direction, Patty? That would have freaked me out massively. Snakes I can't bear. They make me shiver. And I think I broke the sound barrier running away. I should think you did. So, hooray, do crocodiles and alligators both eat human beings if they can get to them? Because you just can't get them off, can you? When they do that death roll thing. I wouldn't go where they are in those countries. No, don't blame you, English. Marcy would try to run so fast, yeah. I'm fascinated to know what the difference is between the two. Because they're very reptilian creatures, aren't they? Reminiscent of animals that used to roam the earth. I found out about dolphins because I always wanted to have the opportunity to swim with dolphins, that it's not good for them to be around human beings. I don't know if that's an actual fact. Same here with the ducks. English, you always make me laugh. Yeah, spiders, any size of spider, I'm absolutely fine with. Pick them up, put them out, not a problem. Totally fine with spiders. But snakes, oh, I've got a snake story. Okay, I'm petrified of snakes, and my children have never seen me frightened because I've always hid it from them. I'm sorry, the internet is kind of slow here. Both alligators and crocodiles are carnivores, so yes, they both eat people. Don't worry, Jorge, just, that's fine. No, English don't. They're good. They eat all the bugs in the house. They won't hurt you. They won't hurt you. So the snake story, my children have never seen me frightened. Things have happened to me. I've injured myself really badly, really hurt myself, haven't screamed, don't want to scare my then young children. So we are in the house before the one here, and we had a shed, and it was a beautiful sunny day, and I suddenly saw something orange that looked like a snake by my shed door. And I was, is that real or plastic? Because it was orange. So we do get grass snakes, not that I've ever seen one, but they're tiny and a different colour. And it was bright orange, this thing. So I got a stick and just gently poked it, and it put its head up, and I was like, oh my lord, oh my God. And I just ran screaming inside like a little girl. And both my children came out and said, yep, Mum, that's a real snake. And I completely lost it in front of them. I completely, utterly lost it. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to ring. Bearing in mind it was orange, the snake. I didn't know if it was venomous or not. Your biggest fear is spiders. Mine's snakes. So it's the legs. When you hold them gently, you can't feel them moving to put them out. But the snake, I was like, who the heck do I contact? I've got to keep an eye on the snake and try and find someone to call about this snake in my garden. And this went on for about 15 minutes or so. And I'm still panicking, trying to figure out who to call. And I thought, well, the RSPCA is the only people I know who to call. And then my next door neighbour heard me screaming, came round and said, our pet snake has got out. I said, is it orange? He said, yeah. I said, it's in my back garden. Come and get it now, please. And he just came. He said, you can stroke it. I said, no, I can't. Thank you. No, thank you. Just take it home, please. Yeah, I've held a tarantula. It's the snakes. I'm not that keen on mice either, having to catch mice, because our cat brings in sometimes live mice, and I have to try and get them out because I will not kill them. So you can get those plastic tubey things now, can't you, where you can suck the spider up and then sort of release it outside rather than killing it. You'd have been terrified of a snake, Marcia. Oh, I've never lost it like that in front of my children. I nearly cut one of my fingers off. There was blood everywhere. The pain was unbelievable. I wrapped toilet paper round my arm, round my hand, blood everywhere, and drove myself down to the surgery to have stitches put in it. You had a mouse in your shoe once. They make you jump, don't they? You still there, Patty? How would you have been with a snake? I really felt I showed myself up in front of my children. I don't want them to see fear, really, but that snake. Oh, that snake. We have black snakes here. They're not poisonous, and they eat mice and moles. The police were called by a neighbour to remove a black snake from their back porch. Oh, no. Hi, sorry, I missed your comment. Sorry. I once lived in a province near a mountain here in the Philippines. One day I was taking a bath and then I saw a baby cobra. Are you kidding me? Near my soap holder, hissing at me. I grabbed it with a pair of tweezers and then I threw it near the forest. Oh. The cobra's the one that raises its head up, isn't it? Am I right? Patty's saying about the black poisonous snake. I'm sorry. If I miss any of your comments, can you do them again? Because I'm wittering on here and I'm missing your comments. Patsy's saying about the black poisonous snake. They were going to shoot it, but I picked it up and carried it out to the small field at the back of my house. Are you fearless? Whoa. You guys. Yes, the cobra is the one that puts its head up, isn't it? And that's the venomous, big time venomous bite, isn't it? Your history, aren't you, if you get bitten by one of those? I'm not sure. Is there an antidote for cobras if you get it quickly enough? I'm trying to think of what the worst wildlife we have here is in the UK. What's the worst wildlife we have, English? He was just sunning himself, trying to warm up. He was very docile. Nah, Patty. Wouldn't have mattered how docile. I would not have picked up a black poisonous snake. You're scared of slow worms too, Marcia. I haven't missed anybody's comments here, have I? Just going back up and looking. So, Jorge, can you tell us a bit more about the Philippines? I'm not very good with countries outside of Europe. Is it hot there all the time? What's the sort of temperature there? And what's it like for you, Patty? Do you have very different seasons like we do here in the UK? It is incredibly hot here. I just can't stand the fact that it was really warm yesterday. Nothing like it would have been in the Philippines, I know. I think it gets up to 40 degrees C, doesn't it, in the Philippines? It was about 28 here yesterday, 20, 26, 28, which is hot for us because it's normally, I don't know if you've been to the, have any of you, Jorge or Patty, have you ever been to the UK? English doesn't like it when you're too hot, can't breathe. When the humidity is that high, yeah. Patty, we have all 4 seasons, sometimes all 4 in one day, exact same as here. Wait 5 minutes, we'll have a different weather. Exactly the same as the UK. Have you ever been to the UK, Patty? Just checking I haven't missed comments. No, don't think I've missed any. Are you all okay for time? I can do another half hour, or if you want to finish at 3, we can finish at 3. It's up to you guys. Patty, no, you haven't been to the UK. Was planning on a trip, but needed dental work and couldn't pay for my ticket. Oh, what a shame. Puppy dog's on his back, legs in the air, snoring away. Bless him. I will get there someday. I would invite you over, Patty, but you wouldn't want to stay in this house. I don't want to stay in this house. I just think it would be incredible if a group of us from the channel could meet up. I just think that would be utterly amazing. Well, I don't know if I could handle a long flight now. I don't know. English, oh, you lost your stuffy 5 years ago. I'm dreading anything happening to him. God forbid. Oh, I can't even think about it. Can you guys let me know what you want to do? Do you want to finish in 5 minutes? Or do you want to keep going for another half an hour? It's entirely up to you guys. I'm determined I want to interview one of you one day. And you don't have to be on camera, just your voice. Marcia, I have to go in about 5 minutes, I'm afraid, because of a visitor coming through. That's fine, darling. That's absolutely fine. Love another, but health couldn't look after it. What, another dog? English, yeah. I'm sorry, sweetheart. You had a lot of loss, haven't you? You'd love to. Okay, Patty. So would you come on camera, or would you just want to be kind of in a box and we would hear your voice? I'd really, really like to interview one of you, and we would have questions. Oh, no, but you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? So the screen would half, and then you'd be on one side of the screen, I'd be on the other. If you didn't mind the camera on, we could have the camera on. If you didn't, I know a lot of people have said, no, 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 you can't interview me because I don't want to go on camera. You don't have to go on camera. I'd love to talk again one day too. What, you'd come and let me interview you. Let me know, Marcia, sweetheart. Get in touch and let me know. Enjoy your visitor, and I wish your husband all the very best. Hope he gets his surgery soon and is soon on the mend. All right, my love. God bless. I love you, sweetheart. Bye. English, no secrets. Patty's saying yes, Cameron. Right, Patty, we will arrange. I'll give you my email address and we will arrange a time and a date. Technically, I will have to work out how to do it. Shouldn't be that hard. I've worked out how to get on here. So you'd be, what would happen is the screen would split. You'd be on one side, I'd be on the other, and then we'd agree on what questions I would ask you. Patty, thank you, CJ. Bye for now. Bye, darling. God bless. You know where I am, okay? Take care of yourself. Patty, that would be fantastic. I just would really love it to be about somebody else instead of me, because maybe I should come on and have a set subject. But then I don't want people not to come on because they don't want to talk about said subject. So, if I'd put up as the subject crocodiles and snakes, different people would be here. Do you get where I'm coming from? So that's why I leave it to an open chat. I might as well jump in the box too. Haha. I'm the only one not in the box. We're not going to do it now because technically I don't know how to do it. I need to do a practice run off live, do a practice one and see how it all works. But that's Brilliant English. That is lovely of you. Thank you. I don't know if Jorge is still with us. So we'll call it a day in about 5 minutes then. Um, what do you think? Should I have a subject matter? Patty, do you know Sue Smith? Sue Smith, she does a live with people in her group. Yeah, it's just a case of me figuring it out, Patty. I'm pretty good with technology. I've worked out how to come on live and sort all this out without looking anything up. I haven't got instructions. I've just done it. I've just set it up. So, yeah, you have to invite people. Yeah. See, I've got to check whether I actually have the ability. You don't have access to this feature. But it'd be good if I knew what that feature was. Let me look into it. When are you on next? I haven't a clue. What do you guys think? End of the week? Aim for Friday? Let me check my very busy diary. It's not busy at all. I just know I've got some hospital appointments coming up. No. So Friday? Should we come back Friday? Is this a good time for people? She had to learn how to invite on her open chats. I think people with the more subscribers you have, the more what's the word? The more kind of facilities you have. So we practice the box, yeah. It's 2:00 good for you guys? 2:30? 2:30 would be good for me on Friday. If that's good for you guys. I'm not sure if Jorge is still with us. I'm not sure if they said goodbye and I missed it. Can we make it 2:30, Patty? Or is that pushing it for you? No, I'm at hospital. Have to be the night time. Okay, but then that pushes it out for Patty. So, can both of you get on my community posts? Can you both see my community posts? Because we can work out there on my community post the time. Patty, you can see my community post? English, can you see my community posts? And we'll sort it out on there. And then I'll let other people know we're going live. Okay, I'll look. If you look at the top on my channel, it should say home, shorts, videos, community, channel, and about. So if you look at that, there's a line at the top on go onto my channel, look at the very top, there's a line there. And if you go across, you should see community. Click on that and then you will see my community posts. You should see them anyway when you're scrolling through. I don't know why people aren't seeing them. Okay, I'm not sure if Jorge is still around. I've not chatted to Jorge before, so It's nice to meet somebody new. It was nice chatting to you. Um, we'll call it a day then, guys. We'll try for Friday. Friday isn't going to work. I can do Saturday. Okay, we'll catch up soon. Bye. Everybody says English. Bye, darling. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Have a look and see if you can find my community tab. Patty, we'll call it a day. Bye, sweetheart. Take care. God bless. Love you all. And I'll see you again soon. It may be Saturday would be better. Love you. Love you too. Love you all. Namaste, my friends. God bless. Take care. Love you. See you soon. Bye.